So let's take a look at the news. And in this case, there's a lot of news that maybe doesn't seem to be first blush real estate, but there's a real estate piece behind that. Here's one. 11,000 be hired for the Inland Empire, the IE, for those of us who used to live there. The IE Las Vegas high-speed rail project. Trade unions and Brightline West will hire approximately 11,000 construction workers. Now, good news for construction workers, but it's not like the money is coming out of thin air, because as the article states, this is all because of a $3.5 billion taxpayer-funded budget, or I should say funding, that the article, of course, attributes to the Biden administration, as if President Biden is Santa Claus and he's going around and distributing toys to kids that don't cost anything. But the reality is the Biden administration has taken money from U.S. taxpayers and is giving some of it back after taking a cut for overhead to construction. But here's the thing that really gets me. Whoever has sat in the freeway and said, you know, we really need a real construction project between Rancho Cucamonga and Las Vegas. That's the most pressing need in Southern California. That will solve our problems. I don't think so. I've never heard that. It just seems to me that we're solving a major problem that doesn't exist. Now, if you believe in government make-work projects, take taxpayer money, create construction jobs, and if you benefit from that, good for you. But let's not pretend that we're really solving a need. How about an extra lane or two on the 10 freeway? How about an extra lane or two on the 405 freeway? There are people who come from Rancho Cucamonga into the city that would appreciate that as well. How about improving the rider experience in the city now that's so poor that ridership is declining to below pre-pandemic levels in the metro system in Los Angeles? No, we're going to come up with a new program, and that's to get riders from Rancho Cucamonga. I know where that is. You know, it's so funny because I talked to my daughter last night. She didn't know where she was surprised I knew where Rancho Cucamonga was. I said, honey, I lived in Diamond Bar. Rancho Cucamonga is a major city. I used to finance new houses in Rancho Cucamonga. It's a great city, great area. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, minor league baseball team. But that's not really going to have the effect, I don't believe, on solving traffic issues in Southern California. More than that, the last group of people who should be fixing transportation problems is the government. These are the same people that brought us the space program. Remember, when I was born, John Kennedy's dream of putting a man on the moon, and we did. And our space program went from nothing to launching to man on moon to reusable space shuttle to a space station, and then since regressed because all of it was a boondoggle we couldn't afford in its configuration. It was designed by bureaucrats. And so we went from this being able to have the space shuttle go to the station to where the space shuttle couldn't go anywhere, and we needed Russia to launch rockets to get us there, and then we couldn't even participate. In fact, it's amazing. Elon Musk had this desire to have interplanetary transportation. Initially, he looked to Russia to buy rockets because we didn't make rockets in America that would be sufficient. And to this day, I think 90% of all the space tonnage shipped into space is because of Elon Musk's private party. Now, yes, he coordinates with NASA, and that's what you're required to do to business in America today. But the initiative wasn't the government. The initiative was private enterprise. And what I've learned in my lifetime, despite all the politicians promising otherwise, the more they promise that they're going to take our money and solve a problem with it, the last thing they're ever going to do is solve a problem with it. So good luck if you're on that construction project, and that could be a great career. But for the rest of us, there's money that's not going to fix our freeways, and probably unlikely, unless you want to go to Vegas, and yet to get to Rancho Cucamonga, probably not going to be a great benefit to most of us.